views on YouTube from this. Yeah, my YouTube's popping, 159 subscribers. One suggestion for you, Robbie, is if you want to learn to talk to American black girls, you're like, hey baby, you want to hear about the home country? Yeah? All right, everyone, they all went totally nuts for Wakanda Forever. I swear, I watched Black Panther in theaters, the first one, and outside it was in Los Angeles, and there was this lady, she was like falling all over herself. I don't need to, you know what kind, you know what, she's like, I feel so connected to ancestors right now. And I'm like, that was made by Disney for you to feel this way. That was made by white people. Black Panther might be the most racist movie. Anyways, yeah. All right, well, give it up for Stan Lee, everybody. He's dead. I was never really into comic books when I was growing up, though. Like, a lot of people around our age, they love comic books. But with comic books, it's like, either I could read it in about 3 minutes because there aren't many words, or I could try and figure out what's going on. But the visuals were always so confusing, and the artwork was so intricate that I just wind up staring at each page for like 10 minutes, and then the whole afternoon would be gone. Like, I don't think I'm using my childhood very well right now, because I haven't learned anything about life or humanity. I haven't even been entertained. I'm just trying to figure out why the fists are blurry. You know, anyways, that's kind of silly, but enough about me. Let's see. I told you guys about autism. You know about substitute teaching. Let's see. Well, here's something I haven't told you about substitute teaching. The other day, I was subbing an orchestra class, and the conductor, she found out that I had some like musical experience, right? And she was this Russian lady, like, okay, why don't you take the violas in the other room to do a sectional, and cellos, I will be working with you, and I have fingerings for all of you. Which is the wrong way to say that. Of course, she meant like where to put your fingers on the instrument at what time. It sounded like something else. Okay, all right, well, perhaps there's another way of saying that. Marriage, marriage is what brings us, so I have a friend from college. She was in the worship band in my Christian ministry. I used to be Christian. And she's a wonderful person. Ginger, she's so nice, and she has a smile that could just light up a room. And she wound up getting married to a senator from Florida. But there are a lot of rumors that this senator is gay and that she's a beard, which is exactly like a Christian lady to love someone who doesn't love you back. But anyways. Yes. So they got married, and this senator from Florida, he also adopted an 18-year-old Cuban boy, but like he didn't adopt the boy like when he adopted him at the age of 18. This hot-ass Cuban boy, this sexy Cuban boy, he adopted him, you know. So, and I'm thinking like, okay, so maybe like he rescued the boy so he'd have somebody to fuck. Anyways, shit, that was too much. Anyways, yeah, so maybe it's like he wants a gay relationship, but if it is a straight marriage, if I were in that senator's position, I would be doing everything I could to prepare that boy for life in the outside world, to live and work on his own, because if that kid has seen any amount of stepmom porn, yeah, get out. Okay, cool. That was fun. Do you guys want to play a game? Yeah. You'll never see it coming. It's called Sex with Me. Yeah, you guys know how it works. You call things out from the audience. I'll say sex with me is like that thing for some reason. They'll go ahead and call something out.
Fantasy football.
Gotcha. Appreciate it. Sex with me is like fantasy football because I'm always faking it. Sex with me is like fantasy football because it doesn't really exist. Sex, all right, I already did that more or less. Sex with me is like fantasy football because I spend a lot of time on my draft picks and the season is always a disappointment. Let's have another one.
Moon bounce.
Boondocks?
Moon bounce.
Moon bounce.
You know,
Oh, those boots, like the moon.
the bounce.
Oh, the bouncy castles. Yeah. Sex with me is like a moon bounce because it's fun for the kids. Sex with me is like a moon bounce because it's a party, but you might get stepped on. Thank you. Sex with me is like a moon bounce because it's really not sanitary. Let's have another one.
Coffee house.
Got coffee house. Okay. Sex with me is like a coffee house because it's where you go to get your buzz, but you just wind up. Sex with me is like a coffee house because you'll be shaking afterwards. Sex with me. All right, let's have another one.
Stand-up comedy.
Nah, I gotcha. Sex with me is like stand-up comedy because it's only successful some of the time. Sex with me is like stand-up comedy. Sex with me is like stand-up comedy because there's a lot of awkward self-reflection and nobody comes.
Soviet Russia.
Sex with me is like Soviet Russia because you can never leave. Thank you. Sex with me is like Soviet Russia because it's watching you while you sleep. Sex with me is like Soviet Russia because viva las big viva las big questions. Moonshine? Thank you. Sex with me is like moonshine because it's illegal and you always make it in a bathtub. Sex with me is like moonshine because it might make you blind. Sex with me is like moonshine because when never mind. It's just not working. Any others, or should we wrap it up? Any others?
Your sex with me bit.
Sex with me is like my sex with me bit because it's painful, awkward, and it goes on for too long. All right, everybody.